Thank you for joining the JMM International Women's Day event. I am joined by the inspiring entrepreneur and innovative mind behind Nibble and Rest, Melina Howe. Hi, Melina.
Hi, Jane.
So look, I've had the pleasure of knowing you for 10, 15 years now. And I obviously know the story, but can you just tell our users, how did Nibble and Rest come to life?
Yes, absolutely. So, Nibble and Rest was born out of a common struggle that parents have when they're feeding their children and just dealing with, all the mess and struggles that come with that. I started to wean my first daughter and was advised to get the easiest to clean high chair. So we did that. But pretty soon I realized it kind of had one really big flaw to it in that it didn't have foot support. And instead of going and upgrading to a really expensive high chair, I just thought I'm just going to make my own footrest that goes in this high chair. So I guess the idea was really born out of a struggle I had, and I was thinking that many other mums would be like buying the same high chair and having the same struggle. So decided to turn it into a business, and yeah, here we are, 6 years later.
So Mel, what was the biggest challenge in transitioning from being a full-time mother to running this successful business and maybe even balancing the two of them?
I think the hardest challenge is always having enough time for both. You've always going to feel guilty about not giving enough time to your business or not giving enough time to your children. I think you have to really learn to separate the two and just, dedicate time blocks to both and make sure that you're really present in whichever job you're kind of managing at that time.
And look, I think it's no secret there that women pioneer innovation and creativity, sometimes from lived experiences like your business. What advice do you think you'd give to someone needing inspiration or motivation, from your journey?
I'd say I think you should probably really focus on a problem that you're really passionate about solving. I think if you're going to start a business, you want that to be your motivating factor and so something that can drive you each day. It helps if you're really emotionally connected to the business and your why. And I think that really helps when you're, trying to manage very multiple tasks and jobs and family life and work life.
Look, and just on that then, so what unique perspective do you think that women and mothers in particular bring to entrepreneurship?
I think mothers, they're masters of multitasking. We have to innovate. We've got to innovate at home, fixing the problems with the children. And, we also learn from our lived experiences. And I think that, as you're kind of going into a new chapter in your life, it kind of does create that kind of space for you to become innovative.
I think we're finding this question, the answer to this question from a lot of the people that are on this particular panel. But how do you think businesses could benefit from more female founders and parents?
I think like I said, they're great at multitasking. They're always, come to work and they're focused on what they want to achieve that day. I think just knowing that you've got time pressures just makes you kind of really focus on the big issues at hand, focus on the things that are really going to drive your business. It also, I guess, hiring moms and, it shows great qualities in a business that you're willing to support various people in stages of life.
Absolutely. Look, I think you touched on this earlier as well, but how did you balance growing your business with raising the kids? And of course, you've got twins as well. So, what are some of the most practical tips you have for working and entrepreneurial mums?
I think definitely to try and block your time and try and put tasks together that easily go together. Just got to try and be as efficient as possible to get the work done. Also, don't be afraid of outsourcing, hiring the best people you can. That's really going to help your business grow if you can do it. And, not put as much pressure on you so that you can have that balance and continue, on a longer journey with your business and not burn out.
Look, I think there's also, I struggle with this as well, but what are some of the misconceptions about female-led businesses from your standpoint, and what do you think we can do to correct them?
I think a common misconception is that a lot of mums run just side hustles as businesses when actually they're really scalable businesses. And I think another misconception is that we're, distracted workers when actually we're probably some of the hardest working, loyal kind of employees out there. So yeah.
And look, you mentioned, and obviously I know because I've been following you and been friends with you for such a long time, 6 years, you've built up Nibble and Rest. How have you fostered that supportive community around the brand, around the business, around yourself?
I think the main thing is I always like to be engaged with my customers. I always like to show up on social media. I like to respond, still in there, responding to questions, queries. Even though we do have customer service team, I'm often just can't help myself but go in there, go in the emails and just keep my pulse on what is actually happening with our customers, with our community, and keep engaged so that we make sure that our products are really serving what their needs are.
Look, over 6 years, I'm sure there's been ups and downs, but what are some of the most rewarding moments since launching Nibble and Rest?
I think just having our products kind of recognized on a global scale has been so rewarding. Having mums come to me nearly every day telling me that I'm helping them on their feeding journey is really rewarding. And also, last year we received like Mother and Baby Store of the Year, as voted by Choice Rewards. So that was great to hear, like the community backing the brand.
What change would you still like to see in Australian businesses to better support entrepreneurial women and mothers?
I think it would be great if businesses kept supporting flexible work arrangements, and that was just the norm, not kind of a special kind of concession towards mothers. Better paid parental leave would be great, and having grants specifically for female founders would be really helpful to help us get off the ground and yeah, continue to do both of our roles.
And look, just further to that, then, how can women and mothers actually better support each other in that entrepreneurship journey?
Think it's great if women can really, uplift each other, really, if they can assist another business in a way. I've had so many mums and helped me to refer my business to other people. Healthcare professionals help support our products, and that's really helped the business to kind of get off the ground. And yeah, really grateful for that.
Mel, look, what's one lesson about resilience or adaptability that you've learned as both a mother and an entrepreneur?
Yes, definitely learned a lot of that with in both roles. I think you just got to remember things don't always go to plan, both in business and at home, and just to take things day by day. Don't sweat the small stuff. That'd probably be my advice.
And look, so what's next for Nibble and Rest, and how do you see the brand evolving in the coming years?
Next for Nibble and Rest, we just want to grow our product range, diversify the products, and also reach new markets. So we're already doing Australia, UK, and US, but looking forward to reaching new markets with our products and just keep improving also, the range that we have.
Finally, what's one piece of advice that you'd give to your younger self?
Okay. Yes, probably, yeah, don't sweat the small stuff, I would say. Um, yeah, whatever challenge you're facing now is only going to help you overcome greater challenges in the future. And yeah, just keep taking it day by day and yeah, work hard.
Well, Mel, again, thank you for joining me. I'm so proud of what you've built over the last 6 years. I can't wait to see what's in the future for Nibble and Rest. And thank you again for joining me.
Thanks, Jane.